In a recent episode of the Senior Health Podcast, Dr. Grant sat down with Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing physician, still active past 100 years old, to discuss a surprising topic: how certain healthy fruits may actually weaken your legs after age 60. Many fruits are widely viewed as clean, light, and heart-friendly, but according to Dr. Hinohara, some of the most common fruits may quietly contribute to leg fatigue, stiffness, and reduced mobility in older adults. The core issue isn't just sugar, it's how these fruits affect inflammation, blood circulation, and muscle recovery. As we age, our bodies process fructose differently. Blood vessels become more fragile, and the food choices we made without question in our youth may now be silently harming us. Dr. Hinohara explains that certain fruits, though natural, can cause poor circulation, swelling, or sluggishness when consumed frequently or without balance. The conversation sheds light on how our bodies change over time, and why even healthy fruits must be approached with care after 60. The key message: you don't have to avoid fruit entirely, but you do need to eat it with intention, pairing it wisely, listening to your body, and choosing what supports your strength, not what drains it. Top 7 fruits to limit after age 60. 1. Grapes. A sweet treat that may be weighing down your legs. Grapes are often seen as one of the healthiest and most natural snacks around. They're sweet, bite-sized, and easy to enjoy, especially for older adults who prefer softer, easy-to-chew foods. But after age 60, the way your body handles certain fruits, like grapes, starts to change. What used to feel light and energizing may now be contributing to leg weakness and fatigue. The main issue with grapes is their high fructose content. Unlike glucose, which is processed through the bloodstream, fructose goes straight to the liver. And in aging bodies, where liver function naturally slows down, this can cause problems. Excess fructose can raise uric acid levels, which in turn interferes with nitric oxide, a critical compound that helps blood vessels relax and open up. When nitric oxide levels drop, blood circulation narrows. This makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your legs, especially the muscles that support balance and walking. Over time, poor circulation can make your legs feel heavier, stiffer, or less responsive, even if you're still active. It's like trying to water a garden with a bent hose. The plants don't die, but they struggle to thrive. Many older adults report that their legs feel tired or heavy after walking short distances, and they don't realize that something as innocent as a bowl of grapes could be part of the reason. What's more, grapes are easy to overeat. A single handful might not seem like much, but since they don't fill you up or trigger fullness hormones, you may end up eating far more sugar than you intended. This doesn't mean you need to eliminate grapes completely, but if you notice swelling, fatigue, or reduced leg strength, it may be time to cut back or pair them with protein-rich foods like a handful of almonds or a slice of cheese to help stabilize blood sugar and circulation. Your body after 60 needs more support, and even healthy foods like grapes should be eaten with intention. 3. Pineapple. Tropical, tangy, and a hidden source of leg swelling. Pineapple has long been associated with digestive and anti-inflammatory benefits, thanks to its natural enzyme bromelain. But for adults over 60, pineapple may not be as friendly to your legs as it seems. Underneath its tropical appeal lies a mix of fructose and acidity that can quietly stress your circulation and contribute to low-grade fluid retention in the lower limbs. As we age, the endothelial lining of our blood vessels becomes more fragile. When exposed to high amounts of fructose and acidic compounds, this lining can become inflamed. At the same time, acidic fruits like pineapple can irritate the gut lining, especially in individuals with sensitive digestive systems. This irritation can reduce nutrient absorption and lead to edema, mild swelling in the legs, ankles, and feet. Even if you're staying hydrated and elevating your legs, this hidden inflammation from diet can slow oxygen delivery to the muscles and impair recovery after walking or light exercise. You might notice your legs feel tighter or puffier by the afternoon without knowing why. A 2019 study in clinical interventions in aging found that even mild lower limb swelling in seniors is linked to slower walking speed, reduced mobility, and increased risk of falls. Pineapple, though rich in nutrients, can be a major contributor, especially if consumed in large quantities or on an empty stomach. To reduce the risk, enjoy pineapple in moderation and with something grounding, like cottage cheese, a boiled egg, or a small handful of walnuts. These additions help buffer the sugar and acidity, minimizing their impact on blood flow and inflammation. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's harmless. After 60, every bite counts toward supporting or straining your leg strength. 4. Watermelon. Refreshing, yes, but a hidden drain on muscle stability. Watermelon is one of the most popular summer fruits, especially among older adults. It's light, hydrating, easy to chew, and feels like a safe choice. But after age 60, watermelon's effects on the body, particularly your legs, may surprise you. Despite being over 90% water, watermelon ranks very high on the glycemic index. That means it causes your blood sugar to spike quickly and crash just as fast. For seniors with decreased glucose regulation, this roller coaster can feel like fatigue, dizziness, or leg weakness, especially late in the morning or mid-afternoon. The problem isn't just the sugar, it's what watermelon lacks. It has almost no fiber, protein, or healthy fat, meaning it doesn't support satiety or muscle repair. And when eaten alone, say, on a hot afternoon, it may dilute essential electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. This can increase the risk of muscle cramps, especially in the legs and feet. You might feel hydrated for a while, but internally, your tissues may be underfueled. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that diets high in water-rich, low-nutrient fruits like watermelon were linked to higher rates of nighttime leg cramps in older adults. This doesn't mean you have to give up watermelon entirely. Just pair it with something dense, like a hard-boiled egg, miso soup, or a few nuts, to create nutritional balance. Your legs will thank you for it. Watermelon may seem harmless, but for aging muscles, balance matters more than ever. 5. Dried fruit. Nature's candy, but too concentrated for aging circulation. Dried fruits like raisins, dates, apricots, and dried mango are often seen as convenient, natural snacks. They're shelf-stable, easy to carry, and marketed as energy boosters. But for adults over 60, dried fruit can quietly disrupt blood sugar balance and circulation, especially in the legs. The key issue is sugar concentration. When fruit is dried, water is removed but sugar remains. Just 1/4 cup of raisins, for example, contains more sugar than a can of soda. Without fiber or water to slow absorption, this sugar hits your bloodstream fast, spiking glucose and insulin levels. And in older adults with reduced insulin sensitivity, that spike can lead to energy crashes and inflammation. What makes it worse is that dried fruit is easy to overeat. A few handfuls here and there don't feel like much, but they add up quickly, especially when hidden in granola bars or trail mixes. These repeated sugar hits strain the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, limiting the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your lower limbs. Over time, this contributes to fatigue, instability, and slower recovery after walking or standing. A study in the Journal of Gerontology linked high intake of processed and dried fruit products to slower walking speed and increased inflammation markers in seniors. If you enjoy dried fruit, treat it like a treat, not a staple. Pair a small amount, like 2 to 3 pieces, with high fiber or protein-rich foods such as Greek yogurt or mixed nuts. This helps buffer the sugar load and protects your vascular health. Your body may still love sweetness, but after 60, it needs it in a gentler, slower form. 6. Fruit juice. Liquid sugar that can strain aging legs. Fruit juice, especially fresh squeezed varieties like orange or apple juice, feels wholesome and light. Many seniors choose it as part of a simple breakfast or mid-morning pick-me-up. But after age 60, juice may no longer support your health the way you think it does. The problem with juice isn't the fruit itself, it's the form. Juicing strips away the fiber, leaving behind concentrated liquid sugar that enters the bloodstream rapidly. This causes a sharp insulin spike, followed by a crash in energy and blood sugar. Unlike whole fruit, juice doesn't offer any buffer to slow digestion, so the impact on circulation is immediate and intense. Over time, This spike and crash pattern can weaken the vascular system, especially in the legs and feet. Research from Harvard and Tufts University shows that regular fruit juice consumption is linked to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes and vascular damage in older adults, even when consumed in moderate amounts. Many people drink juice hoping for quick energy, but for seniors, it often leads to fatigue, shakiness, and reduced leg resilience. It's like fueling your car with a burst of gas but no oil, quick power with long-term wear. Instead of sipping juice, try eating whole fruit slowly, paired with protein or healthy fat, an orange with a slice of cheese, or apple slices with almond butter. Gives your body the nutrients it needs, without flooding your bloodstream. Juice may feel light, but after 60, what your body truly needs is stability, not speed. 7. Canned fruit. Soft and sweet, but hard on circulation after 60. Canned fruit, like peaches in syrup, fruit cocktail, or pineapple chunks in juice, often shows up in senior kitchens, care homes, and gentle diet plans. It's soft, easy to chew, and comforting, but for adults over 60, canned fruit may quietly undermine vascular health and leg strength. The problem lies in the processing. Canned fruits are typically stored in heavy syrups or concentrated fruit juices, both of which are high in added sugars like high fructose corn syrup. Even when labeled in natural juice, these products still deliver a fast, dense dose of sugar without the fiber that whole fruits offer. This sugar rush causes sharp blood glucose spikes, followed by inflammation. In aging bodies, this kind of stress particularly impacts the capillaries and blood vessels in the legs, already more fragile with age. Over time, frequent consumption of canned fruit may contribute to poor circulation, swelling, slower walking speed, and even higher fall risk. A study in the Journal of Gerontology linked diets high in processed fruit products with elevated C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of systemic inflammation in seniors. If you enjoy fruit, choose fresh, frozen, unsweetened, or lightly poached options. Avoid anything labeled in syrup or sweetened, and try to pair fruit with protein or fiber to help stabilize your blood sugar. Canned fruit may seem convenient, but after 60, your strength depends on more than softness. It depends on how food supports your body's circulation and balance. As we age, the foods that once gave us energy and vitality may no longer serve our bodies the same way. After 60, our metabolism slows, our blood vessels become more sensitive, and even healthy habits need to be re-examined. Fruits, long seen as the gold standard of natural health, can silently begin working against us, not because they're bad, but because our bodies change. It's not just about sugar anymore, it's about how foods affect blood flow, inflammation, and muscle strength. The legs, which carry us through life, are especially vulnerable. That's why it's so important to listen closely to the quiet signals. Heaviness, swelling, fatigue. These aren't just signs of aging. They may be your body asking for a new kind of support. By making small but thoughtful changes, like pairing fruit with protein, choosing whole over processed, or moderating intake, we can protect our circulation, maintain leg strength, and keep our independence. Health after 60 isn't about restriction, it's about intention. The food choices you make today shape the strength you carry into tomorrow.